coming in to One Big Thing, a KAC legislative update. It has been a busy first couple of weeks of the legislative session, and things do not look like they are going to slow down anytime soon. I'd like to talk to you today about a bill that is important not just to county road and bridge supervisors, but counties as a whole. And I want to talk a little bit about how all of these different bills really do impact the county as a whole. Senate Bill 17 would affect gross weight limits for vehicles that haul agriculture goods and other types of products. It would allow those vehicles to exceed the weight and load limits if they are hauling grain or other agricultural goods. Now, while this bill may seem on the surface to just be about roads and bridges, it actually involves much more. You see, having a heavier load could in fact impact how maintenance needs to be performed on roads and on county roads. If this is the case, that we have to perform more maintenance on county roads as caused by the wear and tear of these heavier vehicles, that increases the cost. Those increased costs then pass on and make the road and bridge supervisor request a higher budget in future years to take care of the increased maintenance, which of course falls back on property taxes. This is all linked together, and we cannot neglect to mention that these links affect property taxes. It's for this reason that KAC is going to oppose Senate Bill 17, not because we want to make it more difficult for agriculture businesses to get their products to and from market, but rather because this higher maintenance pushes more cost onto other taxpayers, and that these taxpayers will see an increase in property tax costs as caused by higher road maintenance costs. We want to make sure that we are linking all of these things together so that it is understood that we oppose this policy change, not just because of the grain or the other agricultural products, but in fact because it creates a higher cost for the county, and that higher cost would cause us to raise property taxes to maintain those roads as a result of the higher wear and tear. It's important when you're talking to your constituents that you make sure and convey these ideas as well. Senate Bill 17 is a great example of how these things are linked, and it's not just a policy decision about whether a weight should or shouldn't be allowed, but how that weight could affect wear and tear, which ultimately goes to the budget and ultimately turns back to taxation. That's Senate Bill 17, and that's One Big Thing for this week. If you have questions about Senate Bill 17 or any other legislation that KAC has been tracking or should be tracking, please let our offices know. Until next week, thank you for watching.